I did a video last week that brought about some nice discussion and debate in the comment section. And what I did there was similar to here. I draw a globe. The circle represents the sphere. And instead of this guy in the elevator with people standing around, had people standing around, but a helicopter with some pilot and passenger. And they drop down into this tunnel. So this would be like a concrete tunnel that goes through the whole earth from top to bottom. And it would be insulated with concrete so that whatever heat may be here around the middle would not affect the people inside. So we neutralize the heat. And, you got to use your imagination. If we could drill a tunnel through the whole earth from the top to the bottom, how would that work? And it's a problem because you bring your relative up and down from here past the middle to here, and then there's a reality breakdown because everyone's upside down, but you brought your relative up and down from here down to here, and now it's like we're in crazy town. So people want to hold on to the globe, say, well, it would flip here. Why would it flip? Does center of mass know what's upside down or right side up? Does gravity know? Is this pencil upside down or right side up or sideways? It doesn't know. That's an abstract concept we understand in our minds, but rocks don't get that really. Or they would say that the helicopter would drop down to the center and then be pulled back up because of gravity. How? There's nothing to pull it up. You're in a tunnel with just air. I took away your center of mass. I mean, there would be a central mass around the outside of that tunnel, but gravity pulls straight down to the middle. So if what's straight up above you and straight below you is just an empty tunnel, you have nowhere for gravity to pull you, or so to pull you down towards the center or to pull you back up towards it if you pass it. There's nothing there. So, it might be ways to debate that if you're using a helicopter. But I thought of another way would be, let's say we build an elevator shaft. So a guy goes in the top and he's dropping down past the middle. He's going to come out the other side, like this. So you got a problem there. And with the elevator, you're not relying on any kind of aerodynamics or flying helicopters. It's just dropped down with a cable. And you can say, well, it's dropping, the gravity's pulling it down. Really, nothing should even, if you had a tunnel like this, you really shouldn't be able to jump into it either. There's another thing people say, that if you dropped a ball in or jumped into a tunnel, you would kind of bounce, just keep bouncing back and forth. You pass the center with speed. You have some inertia going, but then you get pulled back. Pulled back by what? Air in a tunnel? Or they if they still want to, this is what I'm glad I remembered. If they still want to insist that you're going to be pulled back towards the center, then you have to believe that gravity pulls at an angle. Then it'd be like let's say he was here. This gravity on the side of where the land is would have to get him back up here, or would have to pull him back to the middle, and it doesn't work like that. We're told gravity pulls straight in a straight line to the middle. It'd have to change the angle and of how it pulls, and that's not the way we're told it works. So you can't change the rules to try to make an argument, because then you're lying, So if you don't want to be honest, you can play those games. Maybe some people aren't. Whatever it is, man, I'm not gonna try to figure out your mind. Maybe you lying and you know you're lying, or it's hard to think outside the box. But if you're in an empty tunnel with nothing but air, there's no gravity. There's no mass there to pull you either way, up or down. And then you say, if the mass is here, is he going to be pulled then towards this? Because there's another center of mass here, so you'd have to be pulled this way. But then gravity pulls this way. So which way is it pulling? But from here they have to pull all the way to the middle again, wherever the new middle would be, you know. And at the same time he'd be pulling in the opposite direction. So the whole thing doesn't work.